Dost that now bow to the king? Minus 32 all for not bowing.
So are you coming back to tell us that your imaginary line is now going to be a wall since that clearly didn't work?
No, it clearly did not work. I am angry about that, but I have bigger issues to deal with.
Of course you do. Like your crown.
Don't be jealous of my homecoming kingness. We are in massive debt back in England. We cannot afford to pay the debts we owe.
Which is your problem because you created it.
'Tis not my problem, 'tis your problem. Because we are in debt because of the war we fought for you. We fought a war to get you new land. You got the land, now pay the price.
Sounds like a really bad board game, King George.
What do you want?
If we got the land.
Start it with your king, sir. Minus 10.
You're going to let her talk.
She's got to start with your king, sir.
Your king, sir. If we fought for the land, how come we can't use it?
I cannot afford to fight the Indians anymore. I need to pay my debts first, and then we'll deal with what we may or may not do. What say you?
King, sir, how are you going to pay your debt?
How am I going to pay my debt? I'm going to enact a new tax. It is going to be known as the Sugar Act.
The Sugar Act? What are you going to give us some sweetness?
Oh. No, I'm going to tax sugar products such as sugar, molasses, and rum.
So wait a second. You're still telling us that we can't colonize on the land that we rightfully earned, and now you're telling us that we have to pay extra taxes on top of the cost for sugar products like molasses and rum?
Yes,
That's
like
absurd.
1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 40 for all those with the Tootsie Rolls. That is 5 sugar. Yes.
This is unacceptable. We are not going to start paying taxes on sugar products. It's not going to happen. We should not be paying you money so that you can turn around and pay us back for fighting for you.
Aren't you citizens of my country? Don't citizens pay the government money?
And don't leaders represent their people?
You have representation. I have a parliament back in England.
No. We're going to
Parliament is making
protest
a
it.
decision.
We are absolutely 100% going to protest this tax. We're not going to buy these products. We're going to boycott sugar products and not buy rum and molasses. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to collect your money. And you're going to be in the same boat you were in the first place, in debt, because of decisions that you made.
Your problem will be if you do boycott these, then the money won't be paid back. Not mine. I will find a way to get my money.
Well, it's clearly not working for you.
You're clearly not working for me.
Absolutely. That's not my job to work for you.
You are a citizen.
It doesn't matter. It's not happening. So you can take your Sugar Act and go home.
You all will pay your Sugar Act.
Yeah, I'm not getting this.
What?
Your king, sir. If we. If the land is locked, how are we gonna farm there to earn you more money to pay your debt?
You're not going to. I'm going to answer this for you because we're not giving him any more money.
You will
Go
pay
away.
your taxes. Took way too long for that. Minus 30 for all. Minus 80 for locking the door.
Plus 70 because it was funny. So it's really minus 10.
What? What do you want?
Your king, sir. Would you please have a word with me about your Sugar Act?
What would you like to know? How effective it is? How it's going to pay back the debt? How much of a genius I am?
How a load of crud it is.
I don't feel like we're having anyone represent us in the parliament.
Why does that matter?
Well, you seem to us pay off the debt of England,
but we aren't having any say in that.
You sure do have a say. You can pay the money. That's your say. Pay your taxes. What?
Your king, sir. I'm sure we can work together to find a more effective way to pay off the debt. But first,
A higher sugar tax?
No.
I like that.
Your king, sir. Maybe if you involve us in the parliament, then everyone will be willing to pay what we all agree on, and we can get money faster, and your debt will be gone.
You all want to be involved in the parliament. Then move to England. You live in the colonies, so you get no representation in the parliament. That's how this goes.
No, it doesn't. We are an extension of you. We are part of England. We came from England. You've been funding us since Jamestown. So we are essentially the same.
I have been funding you, so it's about time you pay me back. Thank you, Mr. Adams, for reminding me of that.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So, I am hearing the Sugar Act is not working.
Of course it's not working because we're boycotting those products. We are protesting this act. It is going to be ineffective because you are not going to earn the money that you claim you so much need because of the poor decisions that you made, which you are continuing to make.
So,
What?
I still have a problem.
Yes, you do, many.
One of them is you.
Probably
The other one is my debt. It still needs to be paid back. I like the idea of adding a higher Sugar Act, but I'm going to change your idea because the Sugar Act clearly isn't working. I'm going to pass a new tax. Thank you for this idea. It shall be known as the Stamp Act.
Oh, so now you're going to start charging us for stamps? That's okay because we don't plan on mailing you anything.
Stamps do not exist yet because the mailing system has not been created yet, Mr. Adams. I will, however, require you to put a stamp on everyday paper products, such as newspapers, marriage licenses, playing cards, property deeds, sermons, and maybe even magic books. -42 all. I see your paper products without my approved stamp on it.
So you're getting rid of the Sugar Act and you're putting the Stamp Act in place?
Yes. No. Maybe.
Or are we having both?
You're having both. What?
Your king, sir. If I may ask you, are we not an extension of England?
You are an extension of England, correct?
So if we are an extension of England, your king, why are we being treated as though we are not?
Because I am in debt because of you. Not because the people of England are not profiting from this new land. You all are.
If they're getting our money, they most certainly are profiting from this new land.
Once we're out of debt, it would be profit. Until we're out of debt, it's not technically profit. It's
We're
paying
in
off
debt
what we
because
owe.
of the decisions they have made.
We're in debt
So
because
not
you
only-
wanted the land.
No, that's not the case. So what's going to happen? We're going to do the same thing with your precious Stamp Act. We're going to boycott those goods. We're not going to buy those everyday paper products. We're also going to continue to protest. But you know what? I'm getting kind of annoyed with you.
I'm
And
getting
I'm
annoyed
going
with you.
to escalate, and I'm going to take my Massachusetts colony right here, and I'm going to create a group, and we're going to be violent against your tax collectors, and we're going to call that group the Sons of Liberty, which I'm going to create, I'm going to run. You're not going to be able to find us because we're going to keep it secret. You're not going to know who we are. And we're going to attack your tax collectors. We're going to burn their houses down because if they have nowhere to stay, they're not going to be able to come here because there's not one colony in this entire region that is going to let your tax collectors stay at their houses. And if your tax collectors don't have a place to live, they're not going to be able to collect your money. And your Stamp Act is going to fail. Miserably.
So your solution is for thuggery to go around.
Absolutely.
You're going to have your thugs go around and beat up my honest, hard-working citizens
No, we're not
who are
touching that.
doing their job and collecting the taxes that is required to be paid by the citizens of this country.
Oh, but King, they're an extension of you, so it doesn't matter.
I am your leader.
I don't care. You just said we don't matter to you, so they don't matter to you. So your tax collectors will not be able to tax them. We've already protested. We've already boycotted. That was effective. But I'm kind of sick and tired of you putting more laws on us when we don't deserve it. So my Sons of Liberty right here in Massachusetts, you won't be able to find out who we are, and we are going to start escalating. But we're going to start, we're not going to touch them physically. We're just going to burn their houses down. They're not going to be in it yet.
Yes?
I don't like you.
No, nor you.
We're also going to create a Stamp Act Congress. That Congress is going to be a group. We're going to take one person from every single group in here.
Who's going to join that Stamp Act Congress that's going to oppose my Stamp Act? -10 to all who raised their hand. You're not supposed to tell me.
Now, our Stamp Act Congress, we will reconvene. We will create a list of things to send you because, you know, we do want to try and work it out and not be as violent, because while I am violent, why my Sons of Liberty over here in Massachusetts are violent, the rest of them want to go the passive route. They want to try and talk it out with you. So we are going to create a list in that Stamp Act Congress of things that we need to discuss with you, so that maybe you will reconsider these ridiculous taxes that you're putting on the colonists.
So let me get this straight. Not only do I have a band of thugs led by Sam Adams and his Massachusetts, who I'm going to search for in their houses.
But you're not going to find us.
I'm not, but I searched. I also have these other people who are going to write me letters and try and plead me to get rid of this.
But you know, I support my Sons of Liberty. So they'll just rebuild their houses and you still won't find them.
I am getting quite annoyed. I'm annoyed with you, and I'm annoyed with the Stamp Act Congress.
So then clearly we're doing our job. But even still, you don't have the right to put these taxes on us when we don't have representation.
I
And
do
if you're
have
not
the right.
doing it, no, you do not.
Listen, I'm going to solve the issue.
Of course you are. You've been so good at that so far.
Stamp Act Congress. Would you be happy if I took back the Stamp Act? Got rid of it.
You're going to repeal the Stamp Act?
I will repeal the Stamp Act.
So we're successful in that. Right?
However, I'm going to issue a new law.
Of course you are.
It is going to be known as the Declaratory Acts.
Oh, you're so clever, King George. What are you
I
going to
know.
declare?
I do declare that I don't like you.
With your little pinky in your teacup?
I declare that I, King James,
George?
George,
Amnesia.
I, King George, have the right to tax you at any time without your consent.
Whoa, wait a second. So now you're trying to claim that you're going to put a new law that basically doesn't even give us an option to have taxation?
I will be following the law as set forth by me that allows me to tax you without your say. You don't have the Stamp Act. I get to tax you in the future without your say. Win-win.
You are incredulous, and I'm telling you, colonist
They
people.
don't know that word.
I'll have to learn it very quickly, because as the Sons of Liberty, your Stamp Act Congress, why I think it was a great idea, it didn't work.
It got rid of the Stamp Act.
Yeah, but look what else we got in place. Now you're going to try and pass a law saying we have to do everything you say and have no representation on it. That's absurd.
You're absurd.
I know, and we're going to escalate because of it. So get out of here with you and your stupid laws and your big head with the little crown, or other way around.
That took way too long. -30.
Seriously.
Yes, sir.
We're not going to pay any